I started thinking about this back in 2011, and other World War II groups had gotten the Congressional Gold Medal, and I was thinking, why not our Raiders? So I got to thinking about it and ran it by Tom Casey, the Raider business manager, and in 2012 I was given the green light. So I started working then, and I had 5 Raiders with us then. So I've never done this before. I don't know how it works, so I just started, reaching out to different senators and congressmen in those states where I had Raiders living. And there was 5 Raiders. So when I got to Ohio, I got a gentleman by the name of John Crown who works in Senator Sherrod Brown's office. And it was his first week on the job, and he got stuck with me, trust me. And I told him what I wanted to do, and he ran it up the flagpole, and his people liked it. Senator Brown liked it, so that's where I got some traction. So we were told that we had to do a resolution first. So we did a resolution, and that resolution came out on April 18th of 2012, and it was Resolution 418, which I thought was kind of ironic. And that resolution passed in the Senate back in August of 12. Resolution, I found a gentleman who got me some traction with the Texas Congressman Pete Olson, and they had a resolution, and that kind of died in the House. So we circled back around in 2013. I was more bound and determined to get this gold medal for the guys. And the very same day that Senator Brown put the legislation on the Senate floor asking for this medal for the Raiders, that evening Raider Major Tom Griffith passed away. So he announced the legislation on that day, and Tom passed away that evening. A couple weeks later, Congressman Olson did the same thing. So at that point in time, we had bills 381 in the Senate and 1209 in the House. So now I have to get co-sponsors, and I don't know if any of you know how a Congressional Gold Medal works, but you need 2/3 in each chamber to become co-sponsors. So now the task was I needed 67 in the Senate and 290 in the House. So my wife and I took off to Washington, and we visited all 100 Senate offices, all 435 House offices. She emailed, I used the telephone, and we just harangued them until we got it done. We got military organizations, veterans groups to give us letters of support, and we just kept pushing, pushing, pushing. We were here in 13 in November for the final toast, and November 18th is when it passed in the Senate. We had our numbers in the House before the Christmas break in December 13, but we couldn't get it out of committee until May, and it was voted on in May in the House on the 19th of May. It passed unanimously, and Dick Cole, Tom Casey, and myself, we were in President Obama's office on May the 25th to watch him sign it into law. So then the process was start working with the Mint to get the design, and we got the design that the Raiders wanted. That was signed, authorized in November of last year. I had asked the Speaker's office for a date for the ceremony because I already lost one Raider, and then we lost Ed Saylor in September, or in January rather, of this year, and you all know Bobby Hite passed away a couple weeks ago. So time was not on our side. Time was mission critical to get this thing done. And I could not think of a better place to put the medal than here at the Air Force Museum with the fabulous Raider display that's here, and these people are great caretakers of it. So I'm just happy to see it come to its fruition. It was a lovely ceremony in Washington. Tax Day will always be remembered as the day that Doolittle Tokyo Raiders received their Congressional Gold Medals.
How excited were you that 2 of these men were able to receive this medal while they were still alive? And
Very excited. I just wish I had more Raiders here, but Lieutenant Colonel Richard E. Cole and Master Sergeant or Staff Sergeant David Thatcher are just 2 great guys. Dick will be 90, or he'll be 100 in September, and David is 94. I'm just glad that they're here. They can participate in the ceremony, and they know that it happened, and they've seen it. So, and I'm sure the other 78 guys are up there having a beer now, looking at it themselves. So.